Go to Kevin.
Bud, just wanted to get your take on Antonio and what you saw from him in his first start back.
Overall, I thought it was a positive. His stuff was fine. Missed with a couple sliders down the way, but they had good action. I thought the changeup came into play, which is something we're stressing with Antonio to get that into his game. I got some outs with it today. Used it, a handful of times, maybe a little bit more. But overall, through 5 innings, it was 2-1. Hung the breaking ball to Machado. He'd like to have that one back. But it was good to have him back. His arm felt good. His leg felt fine. So, we didn't help him much in the 6th, but he kept us in the game through 5 innings.
During those first 2 batters in the 6th, did you see him lose a little bit of control right before you brought him out?
Maybe a little bit. The leadoff walk. Then they got to the full count to Pham, threw a strike, and, he punched it the other way for the ground ball. At that point, it was close to 90 pitches, after a 12-day layoff. I thought that was it for him. But, the leadoff walk was a little bit of a sign, and we got him out there, obviously after the next hitter.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's either Danielle or Thomas. It's showing up as Danielle. Go ahead.
I think I'm still listed as Danielle, but just wanted to ask, Buddy, is the next step for Antonio, now that you've seen the pitch action, to get ahead a little bit better? I'm looking at 4th inning toward the bottom of the order. He was behind a lot of guys, and, he got behind Machado. Is that kind of next for him?
Every pitcher wants to, throw strike one and keep going and be on the attack. It just didn't happen for him tonight. I think that's the intent for him. In most cases, when a starting pitcher pitches well, that's usually the case. It's rare that starting pitchers fall behind and do well. Eventually, it's going to come back to bite you. Your pitch count's going to get you. You're going to have to throw a strike when you're behind the count. The hitters will look for it. So I don't know whether that's the next step. That's always a pitching principle that every starting pitcher has to live by.
Also offensively, their guys kind of shut your offense down a bit tonight. Was it just a lot of effective guys stringing together 9 innings?
Yeah, they pitched well. Just the 2 innings. Diaz, I thought, was probably the key to the game for them to get them into their bullpen. Their bullpen is arguably the best bullpen in baseball right now statistically. Right, you look at it, their pen has been, a big part of their success when they win games. It's a very good bullpen, and performance-wise, almost every guy down in that bullpen's pitching well, and they did that again tonight with the 4 guys they used.
Thank you, buddy.
Last one, we'll go to Larry Patrick. Go ahead, Larry.
Yes, buddy, you came into tonight, had some hard hit balls there, particularly in the late innings, but the ball just wasn't carrying. Yet you've only scored 1 run in 3 of your last 4 games. What's your concern about the offense, if any?
Well, you're right. I mean, we haven't scored, so we got to get on top of that. Flaherty pitched a good game against us in St. Louis. Wainwright, mixed pitches. If you saw that game, he pitched extremely well. Tonight they threw 4 guys out us and pitched well. So right now the offense, take away the 8-run game, 3 of the last 4 to your point. We haven't put together a ton of good at bats. We have hit the ball in the nose at times. A couple tonight were struck well, but ran down by the Padres. That's baseball. But we have to get more offense, and we have to pitch better. I mean, bottom line.
Was there anything to the fact that the hitters were having to face 5 different pitchers, so they weren't really seeing anybody more than once or so?
No, that's that happens often, Larry. I mean, obviously a lot of times you'll see 4 guys out of the bullpen. It's a little rare that you see a starting pitcher just go 2 innings and be removed, but I think that's part of the Padres bringing Lament back slowly after an elbow issue. So. you know, that didn't have much to do with it. We just didn't, you know, string hits together, and they shut us down.